Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Australis makeup. I love this brand and I've been trying to get all their products so I could do this look. I've applied the Natio Rosewater and Chamomile Gentle Skin Toner to prepare my skin as my skin has been dry for the past few days. And I'm applying the e.l.f. Eye cream with peptides and hyaluronic acid on my eyes. This is my staple. It just gives the eyes a good hydrated look. I've already applied my Neutrogena Hydra Boost. This is the hydratonic mist from Miso Aesthetic, which is a moisturizing mist so that I'm layering my moisturized skin with good products, as this foundation is quite matte and I don't like a very matte foundation. And I am applying the Fresh Face Setting Frame from Barry M, which has cucumber and snow mushroom in it to set my skin care in place. I've then applied the Blemish Bluster Acne Fighting Primer. I like this primer because it is moisturizes and hydrates, less for the acne fighting properties. And coming to the foundation, I forgot to record the bit where I was mixing the foundations. I've used the Australis Fresh and Flawless Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Almond with the skin tint from them in the shade. It's called the Fresh and Flawless Skin Tint in the shade Fawn, as both of these products, one gives you a healthy glow, which is the Fawn, and I did apply the Dewy Daring Illuminating Face Glaze prior to applying the foundation in the shade Candlelight, just to give a little bit of dewiness and glow to it. I'm still not sure because this is a very cool toned foundation. The products mostly in Australis are not that warm for brown skin, so I'm not sure about this. I'm applying the concealer Fresh and Flawless from Australis. This is in the shade Tan in the center part of my face to brighten the face and the eyelids. This is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, or rather 1 shade maybe. This is my stock standard way of concealing, and I would let it dry off in the center part of my face and just start off on the forehead. I'm using the Mange double-edged brush with the foundation and the blush contour brush. This is very similar to the Makeup by Mario Duo brush. I love this brush. This is very good product for the price you pay. I think it was about $9 or $11. And then I've used the e.l.f. flat foundation brush to blend my concealer under the eyes and the center of the face in. This product is quite mattifying, so you need to quickly work on it. Don't leave it for too long, as I am finding it hard to blend it on my eyelids. It is important to take your time in blending in, and I take a lot of time to blend the products in because you don't want unwanted lines and product that is sitting too dense in certain areas of the face. Then I am taking the bronzer, the Dewy and Daring bronzer called Femme Fatale from Australis, and I'm contouring my face. I sometimes just use the bronzer. As this product is very cool tone, I'm just using my bronzer rather than using a contour. And this is a very beautiful product. It's very easily blendable and soft and gives that warmth. Look at the warmth that has brought to my face. It's beautiful for my skin tone. I also contour in the corners of my eyes now. I found that it does give a lift. This is way better than the expensive Fenty contour and bronzer that I have, which is very hard to blend in. I love the blushes and bronzers from Australis, and it's one of my favorites. The bronzing actually changed the whole perspective about this foundation, I think. I am loving it. I'm very much warming up to this product. I see now some brands, you just have to use all their products as a set rather than applying different products. So I'm using the Australis Fresh and Flawless concealer in the shade Ebony to kind of contour my nose. This is also called a concealer and the contour. Then I'm moving on to the blush. I'm using the Dewy and Daring blush. This is in the shade Ex-Girlfriend, and this is a very beautiful berry colored reddish tinted one, and I am loving this blush. This is really beautiful and it's kind of bringing the whole look together. You can use your hand if you would like to have a more natural finish to this blush. Very dewy as well, and this is perfect for the foundation. I'm then using a lighter color, which I've been doing lately. I'm mixing two blushes. This is the Dewy and Daring blush in the shade Pixie Dream Girl, which is a much lighter peach rose color that can just blend the outer edges of the darker blush. And then I'm giving it a good blend. Blending is key in makeup, and that is the backbone of getting a good finish. And do take your time. I'm using a very angled brush which I got online for the purpose of blending it in. I'm using a very angled, flat, thickly built brush for my nose contour. I'm using the shade Tan to conceal in the or rather brighten the center of my nose. I've also used the same shade under my eyes. I take a lot of time in doing this because you have to be very, very gentle. Take your time so that it doesn't move much and make your nose look broader. I do use my hands as well to warm up the product. This is a very good concealer and contour. Then I'm using the Australis Dewy and Daring Illuminating Face Glaze, but this time I'm using the Sunlight shade, which is more like a golden shade on the high points of my face to give that glow. I would say this is a very evening look rather than a daytime look, as this is a full coverage foundation. I don't generally tend to use full coverage foundation on my face. Unfortunately, the Fawn turned out to be very dark. It's a beautiful skin tint. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E in it, and it also has SPF 15. So definitely, if it's your shade, then definitely try it on your own during the daytime. I might apply it just with a little bit of the Barry M color fixing product added onto it and see if that works. I'm using the Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder on the center of my face. This is in the shade Deep Tan and it's perfect for my skin. And look how it mattifies all the glow in the areas I've applied concealer. I am loving this look. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I'm just applying the lighter shade of the blush again in the shade Pixie Dream Girl, just to make it a little bit more darker before I go in with my powder products. And then I'm using my Fresh and Flawless Australis face palette, and I'm using the Flush blush, which is a pinkish sort of shimmery blush on the areas that I have applied cream blush. Oh, I'm loving this. This is really beautiful, beautiful product. I have nothing. I'm actually speechless because I did not expect a drugstore product to perform so well. And then I am moving on to my eyes. I'm using the, is it called AC on Tour, Acon on Tour from Australis, the contouring and highlighting kit. It's a cool tone cream eyeshadow palette, or highlighting and eyeshadow and contouring palette. I'm I was very skeptical, but I'm loving the way it is actually blending onto my eyelids. And this is perfect if you want to just prime your eyelids. I think I'm using one of the lighter ones. This is very cool tone. So it's a very interesting find. I'm not a person who use cool tone products. So this is why I started off with Australis to try these products. It's very affordable as well. So that's why I like this product. It gives you that finish you want. It looks very classy once you've blended it all in. This is before I go on with the powder products. This makes the powder eyeshadow last longer. Then I am using Australis Dream of Me eyeshadow palette. This was the one I couldn't get it in the store. And I'm using the lighter pink shades. It's very hard for me to figure out which color it is, but this is a beautiful palette. I'm using the brownish color to create a base, and then I'm going with the lighter shimmery colors in the center. I often figure out what to wear depending on how my look is turning out. I never make plans with my eyeshadow. It's as you go. I feel like the look has to be in a certain way, and then I get on with it, and it often turns out well. I've rarely had a moment where I have to take off the eyeshadow because it didn't work out. If I've taken off eyeshadow, it's because I didn't want to wear eyeshadow that day. I love this palette. It's a beautiful palette. Definitely try it out. It's a cool tone palette as well, I would say. It's very much in season. Key to applying eyeshadow is make sure you work on the crease first, then go with your lighter products in the center of the eyes and the darker ones in the outer areas of the eyes. I'm applying the sort of pinkish color in the center, which is more shimmery, of my eyelids. This is going to give that brightening, because cool tones, I'm very apprehensive, so I like a little bit of what looks like a warmth coming into my face. And I'm using my Builder Brow because I don't have a brow pen from Australis. This is from Maybelline. And then I'm using my Australis My Fair Lady. The problem with these lip liners are the names on the sticker, and once you open the pack, it's very hard to read what they were or remember what the shade was to mention in the video. And then I'm using the same Sangria eye pencil on the lower lash line just to give that little bit of berry color. I'm really loving and very surprised how this look turned out to be. I don't have a black mascara from Australis. I've got the beautiful blue, but that's not going with this look. So I'm going to switch to my L'Oreal Panorama mascara in the shade black. I'm not a very mascara person. I often don't wear mascara because I do have a straight, thick, naturally long eyelashes. The only problem is they are not curled up. So I tend to miss mascara. How do you think this went? I hope you guys loved the look. I am loving it. I'm loving the way it turned up. I'm just setting it all in with the spray from Barry M. And it's blended it all in. Wow, I'm just in awe of how the look turned out to be. I'm just going to let this dry and you will see how beautiful the skin looks. It looks flawless. I think this is definitely a night look. Let me know what you think. Thank you.